Hey everybody, welcome back to Everything Ham Radio. Today we're going to be continuing our discussion on how to set up your club on Ham Club Online. So stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to Everything Ham Radio. My name is Curtis. My call sign is Kilo 5 Charlie Lima Mike. And like I said, today we're going to be continuing our discussion on how to set up your club on Ham Club Online. But before we do that, please make sure you click on the subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner, as well as the bell icon so you don't miss any of these videos or any of the other videos I do as well. Alright, so let's head on over to the computer and see what we're going to be talking about today. Alright, so this is the back end of Ham Club Online, and I'm sure that you've seen this before if you watch any of the other videos in this series. And we basically covered all of these on this side. This is the administrative column. This is what all regular club members can see, and this is what the officers can see. So we're going to be looking today at managing elections and surveys. So we go into here, and as you can tell, I don't have any elections or surveys or anything like that set up. So let's go right over here to the first one and click on Start a New Election. Now, simple, three little options here that you have to set. We're going to do campaign name. We're going to say Club Officers for 2021. And this next one is going to be your election management, and you're going to say all election manager roles can manage this election, or only I can manage, only you can manage elections. So if you want this to be just one person that does it, or anybody that has the manager role, so let's just keep that as that, and then email results at the end, yes or no. We'll go ahead and click on yes on that, and then submit. Now, next up is how to set up the actual options of it and stuff like that. So we have our campaign name here. The status is new. Election management, again, all election manager roles can manage this, or only the election creator can. We'll leave it at that. Email results at the end, yes. We're going to have a closing date of 2020 12/31 at 23:59. And it says, note, results may be immediately available upon closing of the membership, and this is required for active campaigns. It was created by me, and we'll click on update. Alright, so that saved the top area here. Now the bottom is what's going to be on the actual ballot item. So let's click on add new ballot item, and we'll go for president. Voting on nominations for club president for the term of years 2021 through 2023, because our officers are in office for 2 years. Next up, we have the type, which you have candidate, proposition, or roster. In this one, we'll go candidate. Allow write-ins. Yeah, we can do that. The only issue I see with the allow write-ins is going to be you're going to have people that are already voted, and then maybe somebody else writes them in. But we'll go ahead and leave it as yes. Answer required. You can select on yes or no. Abstained allowed. So if you don't allow your current officers to vote on this, you can select this no so they can abstain. So we'll go ahead and allow that. And then number of answers allowed, we're only going to say 1. You can have 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So we'll just say 1, and then we'll go down here. So you have 12 options you can choose from, and we'll just say Gerald, Curtis, John Smith, Jane Smith, or Tom, or Jerry. So that'll give us 6 options we can choose from. We'll click on Add, and that has that selected for that. We can do View Sample Ballot, and that'll give us the options here to choose which one we want, or allow a write-in or abstain. Do not click Submit until you reviewed your ballot for accuracy. No changes will be allowed once it's cast. Your vote has not cast until you receive a confirmation number. All voting is anonymous. So there's a sample one. So let's go back in here and let's do Add New Item. Let's say Vice President. Voting on Vice President for term of years 2021 through 2023. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Again, we're going to say candidate, allow write-in yes. We're going to say no to abstain to allow, or going to say no, so abstain is allowed. And then we'll go in here, we'll say Jimmy, Jack, John, and that's it for that one. Click on Add. Now that gives us 2 here. And we'll just leave it at that. You can go through here and set that others. But you know what? Let's look at some of the other ones. Let's look at what differences it has. So let's go say, let's say, we're going to say changes to, sorry about that. Time to go pick up my kids. Changes to officer terms. Voting to change the term of officers from 2 years to 1 year. And we'll leave this as a proposition. Allow write-ins, no. Answer is required, yes. And we're going to say yes or no. And add. And waiting for my internet connection, a little slow. There we go. All right, and then let's go one more to look at the last thing. This one's going to be a roster, so we're going to do new member. Voting on new member Henry Williams. Allow write-in, no. Is required, yes. We'll say approve or deny. And add. All right, so this is going to have 3 portions of this. We're going to vote for our officers. We're going to vote for the officers' terms changes and for the new member that is going to be in there. So we're going to click on update there. And there it is. So down here at the bottom, if it looks like everything is ready to go with your election campaign, click here when you're ready to start the election and email ballots to members. You know what? Let's change this to 2020 12/4 at let's say 15:05. Might not let me do it that close. Let's try 1600. Update. Nope, won't let me change that. So I guess maybe you have to have a couple days, maybe, or something like that. So we'll just go ahead and send it out so y'all can see what it looks like. So we're going to click here. And it'll say after starting the campaign, you're not allowed to make changes, nor be able to create new ballots for new or missed members. You can make changes to results display, management access, and ending time. Once the ending time has been reached, the campaign will automatically close. Closed campaigns cannot be restarted. So here we got to click confirm if you want to start this campaign immediately and email ballots to eligible members. So let's click on continue. And there we go. The election has started. The ballots have been queued to send. And it'll send the ballots to each of our members that are in our club here. So let's head on over to our email and see what it looks like on this side. And we'll wait for it to come in. Might take just a minute here. Alright, so here is the email. Again, it's prefaced with the club short name and what we said for the subject. We're going to go into it and see what it says. Alright, so it says election ballot has been issued for you by Ham Club Online Club, club name TAEC, and what it is, and here is the link. So we're going to click on the link, and that brings us up to the actual election. So we're going to say Gerald, Vice President is Jack. No, we're going to keep the terms at 2 years, and we're going to voting on new member Henry William. That's interesting. So the roster thing gives you a list of who is available for it, and not a yes or no thing like we had, or yay or nay. So that is good to know what that actually puts up there. So we'll go ahead and click on submit. And it says, thank you, you successfully cast your vote. And here's your confirmation number. So now let's go back over here and let's go to the actual club, or to the back end of it, what everybody sees. And you'll find where you can look at the elections and surveys right over here on the first column here, elections and surveys. And since we've already cast our vote, we can't see it, and we won't be able to see the ending of it. So let's go and let's see if I can kind of force that maybe. Let's go manage elections or surveys. Oh, here we go. Show results. So far, because I'm the only one that's voted, we have 1 vote for Gerald, 1 vote for Jack, and then yes or no, 1 vote there. Voting on new members, and then it has just that thing there. So that's not what I was expecting as far as the roster goes. So I'm not sure what maybe you would use that. Maybe you could use that for the nominations for club. Maybe you can have a survey to make club nominations, and you can do the roster, and then people can pick whoever they want for that. So that would be good. And then down here at the bottom, you see who has voted and who hasn't. All right, so that is pretty much it as far as the elections and surveys go. I can really foresee a lot of uses for this, not only for club elections, but you can do this for voting on new members maybe. You can do this for voting on changes to your bylaws. You can do it for several different things. And you know, this really comes in handy, especially now with this whole COVID thing. Because there are a lot more that are doing like teleconference, like Zoom meetings, rather than in-person meetings. So you can have this for all of your elections and stuff. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other options out there as well that you can use to try this out with. So anyways, that is it for the surveys. There was a lot more in there than I thought there was. I've never actually gone in there, so we both kind of learned as we went. But it had a lot more features in there, a lot more functionality in there, so I really like that. I really think it could be used for a lot of things. So anyways, that is it. Please make sure you click on the subscribe button down in the corner button right there. Click on subscribe, click on the bell icon so you don't miss any of the videos as far as this goes, or any of the other videos that we have coming up in the future. Next video, we're going to be talking about membership reporting and all the different things you can do on that. There's quite a bit in there of taking kind of a peek at it. So make sure you tune in for that. And until next time, y'all, 73.